You should be able to tolerate anything from them while still bringing them a damn plate. That's not a good reason for me to go, if I was another woman of a other race, to get with a black man. That's not a good enough reason for me. Yes, Marcy, child. That's not a good enough reason. That's not a good enough reason. No expectations. So black women, listen up. You got Michelle Obama expectation. Y'all be okay with that, black women. Be fine with having Michelle Obama expectations. Be fine with that.
That they're watching, and they're very material expectations. I agree with you, Claudia, but I'm simply saying that
not all of them are material.
And I'm not trying to generalize.
It's just
women.
When I hear black men say materials, this means they don't material. That falls under the category. I don't want to pay for a house. I don't want to pay for a car. I don't want to pay no water bill, no light bill. I don't pay no gas bill. I don't want to pay for these kids. I don't want to pay for your clothes. I don't want to pay for a family. That's what that means. When I hear material, I hear all of that under, because I've heard black men say, "Oh, those are white man things. Those are what white people do and what expectations white people live up to." I've heard black men say stuff like that. So when we talk about materials, what are you talking about? Because maybe she want a $300 pair of shoes. You can't afford $300 pair for your who. Why wouldn't you not want to take care of the woman you're with? I don't understand it, but you do want her to look good, right? This is why men with money who don't mind spending it because they have it, they understand that she needs to look good. That means she needs to go to the doctor. She needs to go see a dentist. She needs to go get her eyes checked. She needs to go get her hearing checked. She needs to be in a safe community, a good environment in order for her to thrive and grow. She needs to have nourishment. This is why y'all never understand anything about Christian Grey from the book 50 Shades of Grey. He understood that Anna, even as of what, she was to him, because eventually they wind up getting married. If you read the books and watch the movie, they eventually wind up getting married. But he understood that even in the arrangement that they had, he still needed to take care of her in order for him to have the type of woman he wanted her to be, as far as body-wise went, looks went, and he was also investing in her emotional state too, as well, for himself. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. This is ridiculous. So black men want y'all for free, ladies. They want y'all for free. All the other non-melanated sisters, they want y'all for free. They want y'all for free. They don't want to pay for nothing. Black women, we know this. That's why they mad at us. And that's why they going over to y'all now. So we already know this. We're no longer bothered by it. And we still got some in the community, and that's fine. But they don't even want the ones that submit to them like he wants. Black men don't want those submissive black women that are submissive. No, he want like he said, an Indian, a Cuban, whatever. The cultural list was long. Okay. And then here comes another black man trying to save the other black man's ass for sounding stupid as hell. Oh yeah, Fear. Christian Grey would definitely put these men to shame. Definitely put these men to shame.
Most of the time it's pointing to American women are more material.
And it's okay. American.
So American women are more material. So you are a passport bro. So you thrive off going into other countries who have lower economic status, especially women who don't have any rights. They don't really have any freedoms. Economically, they're destitute. And you think those are the women you want? So you're a predator. And you are weaponizing the American dollar. Sounds like you're a passport bro.
As a society.
Not better, not better.
Let's bring
Not
spirit.
better.
Let's bring
I
spirit
heard
into
you,
this.
and I gave you the space to even edit the better part, right? So, and I'm with you on that. But let's say this because you guys both tie in two really important pieces, right? You talk about women who are not African American women, and you talk about the experience and what is the influence here. You mentioned social media, but what you're really missing here is the piece that you talk about, the enslavement part, the culture and the trauma that African American men and women and children have faced in this country is like unlike any other group. And so when we talk about trauma, what we know is that Black people have a lot of unprocessed trauma. We have a lot of hurt. We have a lot of harm, not just back then, but right now on the daily, right? And so one of the things that we talk about as professionals within my profession is we talk about how trauma impacts people. And so we love to say, Resma Minikim, one of my favorite colleagues, he says that trauma decontextualized within a person looks like personality.
Okay. Are you saying that Black men are traumatized? Because how did we go from Black people when this was literally about this Black man on this podcast and on it sitting in his chair that looked like a zero, says that he's being treated better by other races of women? What trauma? What trauma? Because if we got trauma, one Black woman there in that same trauma, like I don't understand this. I just don't understand. I mean, I get what she's saying, but I just don't understand how it correlates to what the initial him saying in the first place. I just don't understand how it correlates to that. I really don't. I don't.
And that trauma decontextualized within a family looks like family traits. And that trauma decontextualized within a people looks like culture. Right.
Oh, well, that's what I said at the beginning. I said it seemed like he likes the whole family unit. That's what I said. Okay. All right, sis, cook. Continue.
And so when you talk about how African American women present and what they need as it relates to security and finances and the finer things in life, and to look a certain way and to want a certain thing from their man and to have certain expectations.
Everything I just said. Continue to cook, sis. Continue to cook.
It's because of the trauma that we are still trying to survive. And when we talk about feeling beautiful and the BBLs and the Birkin bags and the wanting the nice things and wanting their men to come with a certain level of care and a certain level of treatment and expectation, we are trying to connect. We are trying to heal with you. We are trying to build with you. But there's so much hurt and trauma that we all have that we don't talk about, that we don't even understand.
It sounds like the Black woman's trauma is better well managed than the Black man's trauma. That's what it sounds like to me. Because if she's still able to come to him and want to do all these things and still tolerating him, it seems like she has a better understanding of her trauma and has healed from it. That's what it seemed like to me, what you're saying, sis. But go ahead.
And within ourselves so that we can't find who we're compatible with. Because who we're compatible with is traumatized versions of ourselves.
Spirit, do you think that women and men, women that seek the materialistic things, items, the tangible things, and men that just seek the women for the aesthetics, do you?
Aesthetics are tangible too. Let's not, when we say women that with the tangible things, Claudia Jordan, because you are one of those women with the tangible things and one of those women that they like, Black men like. Aesthetically, you're what they like. And you're not a Black woman. You come from the womb of a white woman. And that's okay. But you're not a Black woman.
I think those are people that kind of just gave up on love and they're just like going for, all right, well, at least I can see this. I can grab onto this.
No, I think it's science. If you really want to know, we are part of the animal kingdom like anything else. And so what the male species chooses is the thing that's biologically beautiful, because what it suggests from a DNA perspective is you're likely to bear my offspring and they will do well. It's survival of the fittest. And what the female species chooses is the male offspring that can provide the most security, because you're going to be able to protect me and our offspring.
Yeah, now I'm with you. She man me in for sure. She man me in for sure. But she said that we're part of the animal kingdom. I'm not saying that's necessarily wrong because I know we are mammals and we're animals, but whatever, y'all get what I'm saying. But no, she mamming it. I don't understand how do you go all the way back and how do I say it? How did this wind up being all Black people's problem instead of just staying on him and why he's the way he is? Because it went from him, then the Black guy came in to say what he had to say, and then she came in and piggyback off him. So it's not even on him no more. Now we're talking about the animal kingdom and the Black community history, and it was broken. Like now, that's a totally different conversation. That's why I say I don't understand how it correlates back. Only thing that did correlate a little bit to me was the family unit that he liked so much, because he wanted to go into somebody else's community because he said how they were brought up, how they're raised. I don't know. I mean, they were not part of that. I know Homo sapiens. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It is what it is, though. But I don't know this woman. I don't like calling women pick-me's and stuff like that. If I don't know, but she is giving me like vibe-ish. Like I gotta always go back to. I can't let Black men just take accountability and call him on. I always got to make it seem like it's something else or whatever to why he's feeling the way he feels. Like no, absolutely not. But we'll let her finish. I think she's a beautiful woman, though.
And raise us and we will do well.
So we're not gold diggers. It's just science.
It's literally biology. It is literally.
I mean, look, we already told you it's not gold digging, Claudia. It is science. And this is why I say the man is not the prize. He's supposed to have all that stuff together. He's supposed to have all that together before he even come get you. So that his offspring and your offspring can have the best chance of survival, what she just said. And look at his face. He looks so disappointed. Wait, whoa. We were just talking about taking women through Chris, and now you're telling us that it's science that women should have expectations. It's science that women should go for the best man with the best quality, with the most money. Are you telling us it's science? Don't do that. And these men don't go to school. They don't know nothing about no science. They don't know nothing about no science.
When
Listen, when you
see, look what I tell you. That's what I knew he's gonna say. We got our own difference. Like, yeah, he's not trying to hear, wait a minute, her needing money and having expectations of me, and I have to take care of her and provide for her. I don't get to get it for free. That's a science. No, you're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me. Look how mad he got. No, that's why I said no, you have your own way, and then we have our way. Look, such a drone.
You see the brothers out there with the rims and the flashing the money and the gold. They're no different than the male peacock that's showing his whole big
a
pretty
show pony. Didn't I just say that? You ninjas are show ponies. Y'all love to get out and show everything. Your money. Yeah, I mean,